We did. What's going on, YouTube? Hope everybody's doing okay. Haven't done this in a long time. Obviously in a different setting. As about 20 of you know already, the people that's actually looking at my videos or whatever. I haven't fucking posted in a whole year, if we just being honest. Let's just put that out there. There's a video I plan on posting in the future, probably right after this one or before this one. And yeah, it's basically like a breakdown of some of the stuff I've been up to this whole year, or from the last time I actually made a video. But I feel like it's something important that I need to put out for myself, not necessarily for others to judge me or whatever, but it's basically for me to be honest with myself about stuff that's been going on in my own life, you know, and basically putting that out there for other people, whether you choose to judge or not or whatever, or maybe some of you have been in like a similar situation or whatever, and you can identify with the same shit I've been going through or what have you. But basically, whatever, this is just a follow-up video. I can't make any promises on a schedule or anything like that or whatever, because I'm still trying to figure out what the fuck I want to do. Like, period. Like, as far as with, you know, making a channel and different stuff going on in my life and shit like that. And I honestly can't make myself a schedule right now. The plan is, when I can get my shit together and get myself together, what have you, I would like to go from maybe having a video at least once every, I want to work on at least having the video once every 2 weeks, and then down to once a week. I've been struggling a lot with what kind of channel I've wanted. I've actually been going through different stuff in my own head or whatever, basically justifying, I don't know, basically just justifying my actions and stuff like that, you know, and comparing myself basically to other people, whatever, people who have big YouTubes, people who've been doing this for fucking years and shit like that or whatever, and, you know, just feeling like, man, I should have did this a long time ago, you know, where they are, you know, if I would have did the shit, you know, then I would have give these people a run for their money a long time ago and all this other different type of shit. But at the end of the day, it's not helping me create any new content or anything, you know, and if anything, it's just pushing me further and further out to not making anything. You know what I mean? Just making up fucking excuses for not doing anything, you know, instead of trying to use it as motivation or some whatever type of shit or whatever. But I'm just gonna do like short videos, stuff under like 15, 20 minutes, 10 minutes, stuff like that or whatever. As you'll see from the video that I might put out, or that I put out before or after this one, I've broken up with my partner. I want to say sometime in like May. I think we broke it off in like May. I don't know the exact date. We were still trying to figure things out and all this other shit. We didn't have a very hard breakup or anything like that, but it was hard in its own ways. But it wasn't like a horribly bad breakup to where everybody just fucking hates each other and all this other type of stuff. We actually have a better understanding of what each other need and stuff like that. And it seems like we're better friends than we were lovers, at least in my opinion. You know, I mean, we talk more like friends now than we ever did. but we're basically trying to figure shit out amongst ourselves or whatever, and get our own selves together. That's very important to me. You know, I feel like it's stuff that I did in the relationship that I helped drag her down, and I'm pretty sure it was stuff that, you know, she put on me that dragged me down. It's basically we were basically giving each other the work that we should have been doing on ourselves. We were basically using that. We were basically holding that over the other partner's head. Stuff that you should take care of on your own should be of your own doing, and then the partner that you're with is supposed to complement those things or compliment you. They're not supposed to fix stuff for you and all this other type of shit. So I think we had kind of like a codependent type of relationship or whatever, and we've been doing like a lot of talking about it and stuff, and we're basically just trying to get our own set individually, get ourselves together, you know. But we still care about each other. We still friends, you know, what have you. So recently, I've been thinking of different things I want to do in the future. I guess my confidence has gotten built up over time, and I was talking to a friend of mine, and he put in my head that, well, he was thinking about leasing on with a company. And, you know, I've been around different trucking YouTube spaces or whatever, and then people discouraging you from leasing on to a company and all this other type of stuff, whatever. And he was real gung-ho about it at one time, and then he kind of talked me into it. And, you know, I would watch some videos on it, and of course, people got a lot of bad shit to say about it. But then you come across certain trucking channels or whatever, and one of the guys, I forgot his name. I'll put it in the comments not in the comments. I'll put it in the video if I remember what his name is. But he basically was making the point that you got to put yourself in the position to make that type of money in order to buy a truck. And he was saying that leasing on with a company will get you closer to like buying equipment or whatever, because you're touching more money. You're touching more than just fucking cents per mile and all that, you know. And lately, cents per mile has been fucking pissing me the fuck off. Like, ever since talking to my coworker and doing some little YouTube research here and there or whatever about leasing and all that type of shit or whatever, I would rather take fucking leasing than to go on being a company driver and just making cents per mile. I'm just done with it. I guess that'll go into, you know, I've been with Swift. I know everybody loves fucking Swift. I've been with Swift for it'll be 2 years in October. I'm trying to give them until October. I'm already done with my school. I already paid that back last, I want to say this January. Once you've been with them for a year solo, you don't owe them any money anymore. So lately I've really been thinking about financing the truck or leasing the truck through another company or something. I haven't heard any good things about Swift as far as leasing wise or whatever. And I know everybody got their different opinions and shit, but there's other companies I've been looking at out there that I'm interested in basically doing my research in and seeing if those are options for me. But look for that soon. Hopefully I'll do a better job at creating content, especially like trucking content or whatever. Maybe I can give you ideas or make you think about the shit you want to do with, you know, whether it's trucking or just, you know, life period, you know. But plan on leaving Swift by the end of this year. I'm probably on just giving them to October, and hopefully I'm in the truck no later than the first quarter or first half of next year. Like, that's what I'm giving myself. I'm really giving myself till the end of this year, but I haven't really put myself in the position to save up money and all this other type of stuff, whatever, which is my own fault. Don't have nothing to do with nobody else. And I'm working on that, as we speak anyway. I don't know if I had mentioned whatever that I had. I've been with Swift. I was OTR for probably almost a year maybe. And then I went with the Academy Sports and Outdoors account. Very strict account. Very strict account. February, I ended up asking to go over to the JCPenney account. I was with Academy Sports and Outdoors for probably a couple of months. I want to say almost 6 months or so. They ended up drying up towards the beginning of, what would I say, this year? Cool thing too, while they were drying up and they didn't have a lot of freight for us to, to run or whatever, my truck, I had like an old 17 Freightliner or whatever. My truck happened to come up for sale or whatever. I ended up getting me a new 2022. This is my fucking first truck with Swift. I've had co-workers who fucking jumped in, as soon as they got out of school, whatever, they jumped in new trucks. This is my first truck. Every other truck I've had, I've jumped in, for somebody else's shit. I ended up getting a new truck with them. I already had 16 miles on it when I got it. It now has like 37,000 on it now. Me alone, me. I ended up going over. They ended up asking a couple of us, hey, can you go over to the JCPenney account because we don't have enough freight and all this other type of stuff. So I basically asked, because I was already on my last leg with them. I think I had one more time to be late, and it just made sense to just jump ship. They was already sinking a little bit, so why not just, y'all need some people over here? Okay, that's cool. So, of course, it was a little rocky adjusting and all that type of stuff, whatever, but I ended up making it work. The account is pretty decent. They not as strict as Academy is and all that. And I mean, that's fine. I needed that, because I was really fucking stressed out with Academy. Like, I was really fucking stressed out. But yeah, now I've been over there since February, and funny thing is, now I'm not, they've had some funny things go on with the account now, to where they're just different stupid stuff that's out of our jurisdiction or whatever, just stuff that we have to do, whatever. And I'm not making the type of money that, I'm not making the type of money that that I'm accustomed to making, and I'm about ready to jump ship. I now have the confidence in myself to just go out there and fucking do this shit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, on my own. All our driver leaders and driver managers and ECTs and dispatch and all that type of shit or whatever, and planners and all that, all those people are just middleman people. You know what I'm saying? It's owner operators out there fucking dispatching themselves and looking up their own, they own freight and all this other type of stuff, whatever. And I'm just kind of ready to see what I'm made of, what I can do. If you was to say this maybe like a year or two ago or some shit like that, nah, I wouldn't be ready to do it. But I feel like more or less now I'm either ready or I'm goddamn close. So the plan is to get the fuck up out of here at the end of the year. Like, that's just what it is. We getting out here at the end of the year. We finna just get it. Shit and get it. At the end of January, I ended up getting my endorsements, because I was frustrated or whatever, that I wasn't making enough money and stuff. And I was thinking about maybe going into fuel delivery and stuff. And when me and my ex were still involved with each other, we were trying to work stuff out. I thought about doing like fuel delivery. That way I'm at home. That was a concern of ours at one point in time, me not being home all the time. So I ended up testing out for my endorsements and stuff like that or whatever, and I ended up passing all my tests to get my hazmat, my tanker, and it's another one. I forgot. I'll probably put it up there or whatever. But yeah, so went ahead, passed my test. Funny thing is now, I have just recently, I want to say maybe like last week or so, I have just recently did my fucking fingerprints for the hazmat. They won't put the hazmat endorsement on your license until you go and get fingerprinted and everything comes back right and all this other stuff. So I basically prolonged the process longer than what it probably needs to be, you know, by just bullshitting around and just not taking care of it. It took the guy fucking 15 minutes to fucking to scan my fingers. It was less than, I want to say about 5 minutes. He probably did that shit in 5 minutes. I paid my money and left. And it's like we sit up here and we bullshit around or whatever, and we only prolonging the shit for ourselves. We're not doing anything to anybody but ourselves at the end of the day. With all this slow moving and these certain decisions we don't want to make for ourselves and shit like that, if anything, we just doing a disservice to ourselves, nobody else. We the ones that's gonna get hurt by our own decisions. You know, that's something I've been learning. I bought a skateboard in December, and I got this thing where I don't want to buy anything for myself and shit like that because I feel some kind of way about it. A friend talked me into buying it for myself. I've always wanted to learn how to skateboard and stuff like that. And I just made up every fucking excuse in the world. I'm fat. What the fuck I'm gonna look like on a skateboard? I'm 32. That's dumb. You know what I'm saying? I'm not a kid anymore. All this other type of shit. And I ended up getting the skateboard or whatever. I've been learning how to cruise for the most part. I don't pick up my skateboard very often. I'm not gonna sit up here and just act like, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just out there doing the shit and all this other type of stuff. I didn't put it together until like months later. You know, like I've just put it together. I got like a video of me putting it together and, you know, and talking and all this other type of stuff. I think it was like March when I put the board together, and I bought that bitch in December. You know, I'm a fucking trip. I wrote down, I've been floating for the past 6 or 7 months thus far, and I am now getting a bearing on my life. I'm trying, man. You know, I've been struggling mentally with just different stuff. I'm not on social media a lot. When people ask me for my Instagram, I be like, nigga, like, ain't nothing on there. You know what I'm saying? You get more from us talking right now or some shit like that or whatever than you would get off of my social media, because I'm just not on there like that. I don't know, man. I've just been digging into myself. 2021 is just 2020 part 2. I feel like 2020 was, you know, everybody want to say like, oh man, it's like a 2020 vision. It's the year of reflection or whatever. It's the year that that the world was brought to its fucking knees, you know, by bacteria and by the smallest fucking thing that we can't even fucking see, you know, to the naked eye. And it forced us to fucking slow the fuck down and to go back within, you know what I'm saying? Go back into our own being and dig up shit from the past, reevaluate ourselves and, you know, and the shit that we've condoned and stuff we've done over the years and all type of shit. I don't think everybody's doing this type of stuff, but I do feel like all that time that we spent kind of isolated from each other, we had to go within because we had to go somewhere. Couldn't go out. You know, well, truck drivers, we was out. You know, we was out. We ain't had no fucking choice. We was out. You know, I think I was kind of jealous because we still had to fucking move around and work or whatever. And there was people working from home. And, you know what I'm saying? And a lot of people working from home. And I was kind of jealous. I ain't gonna lie. I've done a lot of not making choices, you know, which is also a choice. Not making a decision is also a decision also, you know, inactivity and stuff like that. The universe is gonna fucking force your hand regardless whether you play it or not. At least you have a better chance of working some shit out in your favor if you play your hand, you know, and you understand and you study your hand and you know what the fuck you got, or you know what you can come up with and what you can do, you know, and you know, you can play the game of life better. But whether you choose to play or not, the game is gonna be fucking played. That's just whatever the fuck it is, you know. So I think the sooner we all fucking learn that shit or whatever, it just helps us out in the long run. I plan on doing a little bit better, guys. I just appreciate people still looking at this shit for whatever reason. I'm more active on fucking YouTube as far as in the comments and shit like that of other people's stuff. And I've noticed that I would have new subscribers and I didn't have a video in fucking months. And new people would subscribe to me for whatever reason. But I'm thinking that maybe people enjoy my commentary and stuff like that. So they've seen me in other comment spaces and maybe they just following that. I don't know. Whatever it is, I appreciate it. Hopefully everybody's doing okay or whatever. Reach out to a nigga, you know? Say anything, say something. Be nice, I hope. But if you're not nice, this is motherfucking YouTube at the end of the day. So it's like, you know what I'm saying? I'll be 5, guys.